Hello, I'm Rob Pugh and I'm a Tether Tools ambassador, and I just want to talk to you and show you how to tether, and more importantly why we should tether. So let's get the camera connected and then let's talk about why we should tether, and we'll do a little shoot so you can see what's going on. So the cable, bright orange cable, it's got a faster data connection. We just need to plug this into the camera. Make sure you go to the Tether Tools website though to get the right cable for your camera, because they do change from manufacturer to manufacturer. We're actually using Capture One today to do our tethering, and again head over to the Capture One website just to check support of your camera that it does tether in. Okay, so the cable itself, I've got a mini USB here, and we're just going to plug it into the camera. There is always that possibility that we stand on the cable and we pull it out and we lose signal. So Tether Tools has come up with a great solution, and they're called the JerkStoppers. Now the JerkStoppers are these simple little plastic cable holders. They click onto the cable, they loop around your camera, and they simply plug in. And now if I pull the cable, it's not going to come out. We've got a short loop coming around to make sure it just stays in the camera. So that's kind of the cameras all set up. You can see here on the table I've got one of the Tether Tools hooks, and what this enables me to do is the access cables I can hook on there to save trailing on the floor when I'm working at quite a short distance and I don't need to use all of that cable. Moving on from there, we've also got a JerkStopper that is actually plugged into the computer. So the JerkStopper, it's got a USB fitting, so we can actually connect this into the USB port. Maybe you're not using one of the USB ports, and we'll pop that in there, attach it to the cable so we know that cable's not coming out of the computer as well. Someone could knock the computer, walking past it, it's easily done, and it pulls out the USB. With one of these, that's not going to happen. So I reckon that's covered us setting up the cable itself. We've got Capture One up and running. One thing to note, do make sure you head over to the manufacturer's website. Capture One, it supports an abundance of cameras. Not all of them tether into it, so just make sure you check your manufacturer if it supports Capture One. So let's just head over, do the first shoot, bring it into Capture One, and then we'll look at why we tether as well. So there you go, we've took the first image, and as you can see it's flown straight into Capture One. So now we can have a look at the details, and this is really important, and this is why we tether. So all of our cameras, we've got these amazing tiny screens on the back, and they're brilliant for quickly viewing on the fly. But they're not very good for really checking the fine details. They're not calibrated as well, so for colours, everything like that. This is why we tether. We tether into our computer. We've got then a nice display, maybe we've got a 13-inch or a 15-inch display on our computer. We get a much larger image. We can zoom in and make some tiny adjustments on the fly. This is going to save valuable time in the editing process later. So remember that it's all to enable that nice workflow and to save you time. Not only that, we could also add a second monitor. We could maybe have a big TV screen, so as we're shooting, the subject, they can also see what the images are like and if they're happy with them as well. So that's kind of a big important step to do, especially in a studio environment. So let's have a look at this image as well. Let's see if it's sharp enough for me. So you can see we've just zoomed into this image now, and we can see the petals on the flower. They're nice crisp, they're nice and sharp, and this is why we want to tether in. We tether in because it allows us to zoom into the image, it allows us to see if our focus is correct, and it allows us to see that we've got the best details possible. This can't be done on the back of the camera. So now you can see the importance of using a Tether Tools cable. And I hope that's helped you out in explaining this. please do head over to the website, check out Tether Tools guide for tethering, which you can download and have a read of as well. So thanks for watching, and do check back soon.